Hello everyone, once again, Willie Soto bringing you another valuable video to all my owners and friends. I hope you find yourselves healthy and safe wherever you may be. The sun finally came out, so I hope you're enjoying your day, but at the same time staying safe. I also hope that this video brings tons of value to you. Remember, these platforms were created to continue to stay in touch with you, keep you up to date on current events, situations that are going on around us. As you know, information's constantly moving, but most importantly, to continue to put a face to who you've been working with. Also, I do tell all the owners and friends to please subscribe to this channel or share it if you find any value, because obviously more than ever, it's important to communicate and stay in touch. But I'm also still a phone call away, an email away, or text. Just in case, my phone number is 626 246 4686. So the topic that I want to touch on today is the rental market. So I've gotten questions on how is the rental market. So I wrote down a couple of notes. I'm going to share them with you. I personally think the rental market is actually very good. Okay. So that's number one. The rental market is still strong despite everything that's happening right now, because number one, people are still working. You know, they may not be working from their normal place, but they are working from home. And these are my own personal experiences with being in the field and also leasing a couple vacant properties where I've met, I want to say, 20, 30 families that have been looking for rentals for some time. And I'm talking about this has been happening in the last 30 days. So this is up to date information. Number two, there's people still looking for good rentals and rentals that are priced right. So if you have a vacancy or you know someone that has a vacancy, make sure that they price it right, okay? Another factor is that there's little vacancy. There's not a lot of vacant property. Remember, people are sheltering in place. They are not moving. So if there is a vacancy and there is a need for someone to move, it's going to rent out really, really fast, okay? Also, another factor is people need somewhere to live. Okay, that's never ending. No matter the market, the economy that we're in, there's always going to be a demand for housing. Okay, no matter what it is. And number five, obviously, this is big for us because it's technology. Right now, technology has really, really helped us out with, virtual showings, appointments, just all sorts of stuff. I mean, you could do aerial, views from the house, for a house from anywhere now. So technology has played a huge, huge factor. Okay. Something to look out for is if you're going to price a property, right, you're going to get a lot of activity, and you may, find a tenant, a prospective tenant right away. So you will quickly fill that spot, but you want to make sure that you qualify these people, And what I mean by qualification is, especially during the times that we're going right now, because again, I've personally experienced it, is that you want to understand these people's stories. Make sure you ask questions. If you don't ask questions and you just get moved by the money, forget about it. It's going to be a disaster. You want to make sure that you understand what they're going through and why they're moving and what's going on in their life. Get to know their family, get to know everybody. Because I can't stress this enough, and I tell everybody, all my owners that I work with, is that I don't manage properties. If I manage properties, it'd be very simple. We manage people, so you must investigate. You got to be a private investigator, ask a ton of questions, especially if you're not working with a professional company. Okay, so that was, understand their story. And number four, really verify the information. Now, if you can't get a hold of a landlord, which there's going to be another part to this video, is verify the information that they're giving you. Just don't take it, they show you, flash you the money, and they just move in. Remember, there's professional tenants out there. There's people that have been tenants longer than you've been the owner. So there's people out there looking for people just like yourself that are not going to do any of the verification or follow through or understand their story. They're going to get you. So be careful. And lastly is hire a professional. I can't stress this enough that sometimes there's a lot of people that say, oh, I can't afford a manager, or I can't afford, a management company. listen, you can't afford not to have one, because you're going to be taken advantage of, especially if you're only dealing with one or two properties. You know, this is what we do. Once again, we don't deal with property, we deal with people. We understand people, we understand the situation as to where they're at, where they're going, and why they're going. So, you know, a lot of folks out there, I can't hire a management company, I can't afford it. You can't afford not to have one. You know, this is one of your biggest investments, and if you depend on the money coming in on a monthly basis, you better make sure that you build the right team around you to make sure that you protect that investment. So I hope this information was helpful, and I'll see you on the next video.